Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television GPTV. I'm Brett. On my hands is Deprog number 4, written by Tina Horn. Lisa Sterle is the artist. Gab Contreras is the colorist. Apparatus Revolution is the lettering. Alright, so we know what's up now. Tate has been betrayed. The person that hired her to rescue her brother was really part of this cult and wanted to basically get Tate back to where the cult's hanging out so that Tate can be sacrificed and the cult can transcend to this whatever other world. It's a decent ending to this series that's been, I think, a really interesting detective noirish story. It plays off a lot of like tropes in good ways. This volume, I think, wraps up in some pretty solid ways. Like it's not a happy ending. Let's go with that. It's a very intriguing ending and one that like I kind of like just because it doesn't wrap up nicely. Like this is the bad guy gets a bullet in the head sort of ending. It's interesting, and I think what's really nice about it is like the way it ends is I want to see more. Like I like this world. I like this concept. I want to see more of Tate and this world of deprogramming that Tate is involved in. So there's potentially like a lot of follow up off this series. But this volume or this issue it's good. Like I think it's as a finale, it's a solid one. It does a good job, I think, of wrapping things up, of leaving you guessing as to where it's going to go. I think how it's resolved is actually interesting. I don't know deprogramming. I don't know cults. So it's one of those of the direction Tate takes things. You kind of wonder if like, is this an actual technique? I know pushing against it, being like, no, you've been brainwashed, like doesn't work. But I have no idea if what Tate does works as well. I can't really show the first 2 pages because there's a little bit of nudity. We get a background of the villains and their plan and Lauren's and how the cults came about. Yep, no, more nudity there. Yeah, more nudity there. There's a lot of nudity in this one. Yeah, I think we could go this one. We get an idea of the cult and how it came about, or like came about. Some more background on everything. Like it's good. Like it's a nice, solid issue that wraps things up, but I think also adds more to the world and the concept as a whole, and wraps things up, nicely. Like it actually does check a lot of boxes off and doesn't do so in just like a, yep, here we go. Like there's actually seems to be some thought put into things and. Yeah, it's interesting. Like it's definitely interesting. So, if you've been enjoying the series, like definitely check this out. If you haven't read Deprog, like I actually think it's a good series. If you like the idea of cults and kind of like a detective noir style story about trying to find someone who's been abducted by a cult, like I think you're gonna dig it. So overall, like interesting issue. The art I think is good as well. It's a style I think fits. I think some issues had some things where like it felt like details dropped off a little bit. You don't see that here. I think the details are actually pretty solid. And where things can go kind of gory and over the top, it doesn't cross that line. Like it does everything just enough as much as it needs to. And there's some nice trippy moments as well, as you would hope with a story about cults. So check it out. As I said, out in shops. You can try to find the series. I know it's a bit hard to get, or get the trade that's coming out, relatively soon. But I think it's worth it if you like that style and this type of story. Like it's a nice horror, cult, detective, noirish thing going on. So you can go get this in shops now. We got a link beneath this video where you can purchase yours. No idea if it'll be affiliate link, but we'll let you know in the comments if we do. And of course, I want to thank Dead Sky Publishing for hooking us up with the review copy. And of course, thank you all for watching. If you're into comics, check us out every day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, Instagram, TikTok, Mastodon, Threads, Blue Sky, all at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. So until next time, keep reading those comics and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games.
you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.